Hello, and welcome to the Ultimate High-Level Masterclass. I am your instructor, Allie Bloyd, and for those who don't already know me, I am the founder of Allie Bloyd Media. I specialize in helping local businesses as well as marketers and agencies serving local businesses with their social media paid advertising, their back-end processes and systems, as well as improving their sales overall. So I have had the pleasure of working with thousands of business owners at this point. And one of the things that stood out to me very early was the fact that if their system setup had to be very complicated, they were far less likely to implement or use it. Shocker, I know. The more complex something is, the less likely or capable people are to actually be able to use that. But the problem was, this was so critically important in helping them get the best possible paid ad results. So it was something that I needed to help them with. Ultimately, my mentorship, Local Marketing Mastery, has been a really big part of helping people with the high-level system, and not just high-level, but all of the advertising that ultimately funnels leads in to HighLevel. So if you have never used HighLevel before, I promise you, you are going to be blown away through the course of this masterclass. If you are already using HighLevel, but you feel like you are pretty low on the learning curve, you need a lot of help simply to understand the features, the capabilities, how it works, and most importantly, a simple step-by-step in how you're going to get started utilizing this amazing platform, then you are going to be in for a treat as well. If you're already utilizing this pretty extensively, there's still a ton of benefit in this masterclass. One of the presentations is actually my presentation from Traffic and Conversion Summit, and I focus specifically on the more advanced features of how to use HighLevel, especially as a marketer and agency, to make your life easier, increase your sales conversions, and really grow your revenue as a business owner. So whether you have never heard of HighLevel up until this point, you're using it a little bit, or you've been using it for a while, I promise you this masterclass is going to give you some amazing information that will actually help you take the next steps. And trust me, if you can simply commit to going through these trainings and following along with what I'm doing on the videos, you will have your account set up, but set up properly by the time you are through. That is saying a lot, but trust me, that is the focus of all of these videos. It is a step-by-step implementation guide, but I'm also interjecting best practices of all of the different features that we're covering. I'm talking about the do's and don'ts, things that I ultimately learned the hard way, or things that my students came across accidentally that were hiccups or problems within their system, that a few simple tweaks in terms of the settings, for the most part, can help you avoid those things altogether. I really want to make sure that you understand that though this is a very in-depth, more than 25 videos at the time of this recording masterclass, I don't want it to overwhelm you. The reason that I created so many individual videos for this masterclass was to, number one, try and make it a little less overwhelming as you're going through the individual videos. I wanted them to be short and bite-sized so that you can take these baby steps without feeling extremely overwhelmed. And the second reason is because I want it to be very easy for you to hop back over to the video that you need when you need it without having to dig through hours and hours of content. So trust me, I've completely over-delivered when it comes to the content in this masterclass, but even still, we're only scratching the surface of what HighLevel is truly capable of for local business owners or for marketers and agencies. This is something that if you really want to dive deep, you want to create your own HighLevel snapshots, sell SaaS, utilize this for a very large business or a business with multiple locations, or you just really want to get creative with the systems you're setting up for your advertising strategies, as well as going hard on your paid ads, making that extremely cost effective in general, and generating the best possible ROI, then I want to invite you to work with me. I have a 12-month mentorship, local marketing mastery, that is for both local business owners as well as local agency owners and marketers. This is something where I am on live calls with you 2 times a week. Typically, they are 2 hours plus per call, and this is all focused on helping you with whatever you need with your marketing, your sales, or high level. So my other option would be my upcoming mastermind program. So this program is really designed for high achieving online business owners or local business owners who want to take their business online. Maybe they want to start selling information products, and this is something that I can work with you to help launch and scale. I've been able to do it myself. I am a 7-figure online entrepreneur. I know high level, I know social media advertising like the back of my hand, and I would love to help you understand how to monetize your content and grow a business that is very, very passive, highly profitable, and highly leveraged. So there will be links in the description of this video for you to schedule a call to speak with me and my team. Ultimately, we will help you uncover what the best option and the best format in terms of working together might be on that call. The mastermind is not for everybody. The mentorship program is not for everybody. My digital programs are not necessarily for everybody. So instead of trying to tell you that I have a one-size-fits-all solution, I want to make sure you know that we really, truly care about helping you understand what that fit is in terms of your needs, your budget, your situation, your timeline, all of those things that ultimately have to line up for a business investment to be the right fit for you. So you are going to get some content from somebody who's been using HighLevel since really the very beginning. I've been able to witness all of these changes that have taken place over the years. I know the owner personally. This company is amazing. They're committed to constantly improving what their product is capable of and the usability. And I can promise you that whatever HighLevel is doing now, that is only going to get better and better. So with that being said, I will be updating the videos in this masterclass as time goes on. You don't have to worry about this remaining stagnant. This is something that will evolve as these different changes evolve within HighLevel. So anytime you see something new in the program and you're like, I don't know what that is, or I've never seen that before, hop back in and odds are you will be able to see that newly updated content over time. So hopefully that means that this masterclass was an absolutely incredible investment for you. That's what I want from this masterclass for you. And I'm excited to be able to share all this information. So the last and most important thing that I want to cover is the information on HighLevel snapshots. So with the purchase of this masterclass, I did include some free workflows for you. Workflows are a combination of automations and communications like text message or email. So these workflows are things that will help you get some quick wins. And in order to share those workflows with you, I created a HighLevel snapshot that you can install into your own account. So depending on if you are already set up on this program or not, that process looks slightly different. If you are somebody who is on a white labeled version of HighLevel or not the agency account owner, you are not going to be able to install this yourself. You would need to reach out to that person who owns the account and ask them if they could install this for you. Ultimately, I highly recommend that if you are somebody who plans on doing a lot of things like this and utilizing snapshots in the future, you consider just getting on your own plan, which you will be able to do through the course of this masterclass. But I want to make sure that you know that if you don't see those agency settings in the video that covers how to install your snapshot, it's probably because you're on a white label version or you are not that agency account owner of the HighLevel account. Even though these free workflows are a snapshot, typically when I mention the word snapshot, I'm talking about a lot more. So I have multiple snapshots that are available for my students in my mentorship program and will be available through my mastermind. I actually have dozens of custom built snapshots that I have made with either an industry specific focus or a strategy and functionality specific focus. So if you hear me reference snapshots outside of those free workflows that I've included as a bonus with this masterclass, typically I'm talking about the entire account. So that would mean the funnels, the workflows, the automations, the email, text message, campaigns, really any type of written communication. It would also be the settings, the way the calendars are set up. So this is a start to finish account. Doesn't mean you'll never build onto it or change things. I encourage everybody to continue to build onto these accounts in a way that best fits their business. But that is what I'm typically referring to. It's an account copy, a full account copy of something that I've built and created for a specific purpose. And I'm able to share that with somebody if they purchase that from me. So there was the option to purchase additional snapshots as you were going through the funnel for this masterclass. So if you did purchase additional snapshots, those will come with funnels and workflows, automations, etc. And you will be able to load those in the same fashion that you can load those free workflows. So make sure you go through that video to understand exactly how to do it. Even people who've been using HighLevel for a while, often they're not used to loading snapshots and they don't understand exactly what needs to take place. So make sure you do that. That'll just help this process go faster and easier. If you are interested in talking about additional snapshots or SaaS accounts that you can purchase that are already set up that will really eliminate a huge percentage of these steps in this masterclass, because I've already done all the hard work for you, then I definitely want to encourage you to utilize the links in the description of this video to either check those out or schedule a call to understand what the best fit is for you. Because if you don't even have your strategy yet, if you don't really know what that best strategy for your advertising is, you may not know that I've already got an entire system built around that strategy. So you may not automatically go to that snapshot or SaaS account and say, oh, that's the perfect one for me. But we can help you uncover what a good strategy might be and then be able to pair you with the appropriate account that's going to save you dozens and dozens of hours, a lot of hard work. And the most important aspect, at least in my mind, is that these things are already tried and tested. You're not building something from scratch, but you're not building something from scratch that you don't even know if it's going to work or not. These are things that do work and they work well. Again, not to say you'll never make any edits or changes or optimizations. That is what marketing and good marketing is all about. But you are not going to have to go through that anguish of believing that you are utilizing something that is completely ineffective. This is something that's going to work, and it's something that's going to give you a lot of time back through some really creative automations that odds are you probably just wouldn't have the know-how to create on your own. So really want to encourage you guys to check the links in the description of this video so that you can understand what the best next step for you is. Otherwise, let's go ahead and dive into this masterclass. Want to encourage you to actually follow along and do the steps as I do them. And I can promise you, you are in for a massive awakening in terms of how impactful this program can truly be for your business. Let's dive in.